Hey everyone, Brandon here, and time for another episode of SexxxPerTease. Today's question is, should a couple choose a third for a threesome together? Well, when I did a threesomes with my ex-boyfriend, we didn't choose a third together, which is why I would absolutely recommend you should choose the third together, because both people should be involved, I guess. You don't want to invite someone into your bedroom, especially since that is like a really intimate moment, and you need to be really selective of who you are going to be sexually sharing your partner with, because in my experience it went terribly because my boyfriend decided that he wanted to get the guy's number after it was over, and I was like, why the fuck do you need their number? Like, I have their number. That's how we got in contact with him, because it was a guy I was talking to before, but like, and I like didn't even think the guy would be like, wasn't my ex's type at all, because like my ex was like a big, beefy, hairy guy, and he like smooth, feminine, like smaller guys, and this guy was like another big, beefy, hairy guy, and then like suddenly like the guy we invited over was like trying to steal my boyfriend afterwards. I was kind of like, what the fuck, like. And apparently they did even like hang out during one of my like breaks when we were broken up, which really pissed me off. But it's like, my ex swore they never hooked up, but I'm kind of just like, why would you meet up with him if you aren't gonna do anything, especially like after we had a threesome together? But neither one of them could host, so that was my only maybe morsel, I guess, of hope in believing him that they didn't hook up, because they didn't have anywhere to hook up. But then again, there always are cars and back alleys, and niggas in Atlanta are creative and finding places to have sex. But anyway, I think it's important to pick the person together just to make sure everyone's on the same page. That is like the most important part of having a threesome as a couple. Like, you need to make sure everyone is on the same page and things are respectful, following rules, and then definitely like no secret. They can still talk to each other afterwards, and you're not going to talk to the other person afterwards or try to meet up without your partner. But it is hard choosing a third for a threesome together, because like you and your partner can have completely different tastes. Like with my ex and I, it's like, I like bigger guys, he likes smaller guys. So it's like, you either have to find someone in the middle, but it's like, if you're not really generally attracted to people in the middle, you're not really going to be that into the other person. But then again, it's kind of just like sexual, so you kind of just like have to get over it. Like, one person isn't going to be like fully attracted to the other person, and it's like, you're not trying to find like a third to like date permanently, just like for a night or a couple hours of fun. So that I think both people need to have input into who you're choosing, because I mean, you both want to enjoy it. No one wants to be like the odd person out in a threesome. I always feel like there is like at least moments where someone feels left out, or like they aren't getting the attention paid to them while everyone else is like getting on, whether it's a threesome, foursome, an orgy. I feel like there's always one person that is the least desirable in the group, and you never want that to be you. But hopefully, since you are in a couple, like, you aren't being the one that's being ignored. But it's like, you don't invite someone else into the bedroom where it's like they, like, you're not their type at all, so they just want to spend all their time like fucking your man. So then you feel like the odd one out. It's like, you don't even feel like the odd one out when it's like you're the one in a couple. And it's like, there are definitely moments in a threesome where like we definitely, like, me and my boyfriend were just like all into each other. The other guy was just like over there. But there were also times where like they were like doing stuff, you start to feel like jealous or a little, because it's like, what am I supposed to do? But it's like, you all can't be like doing everything at one time, so it is just really difficult. So I don't know if I would have threesomes with a partner again. Like, I did enjoy it in the moment, I just didn't like the after part of it. So, but I know lots of people do it, lots of couples do it. It's definitely not something to save a relationship, but it's something that you can do for fun. And I mean, monogamy isn't for everyone, and like, it's better to have threesomes together than go out and cheat on each other. But then again, if you are open, like, that's your prerogative. But in terms of choosing a third for a threesome, I think both people need to have approval. Like, I would definitely recommend choosing a stranger as opposed to choosing someone you know, just because I feel like that's way awkward. You don't want to always have that like lingering in the back of your mind, like this friend of yours like fucked your man because you decided to like have a threesome with them, and then what if something happens? But then again, like, if someone's gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat regardless. But personally, I would just recommend a stranger, especially someone that probably isn't gonna come back into the picture. And then maybe you want to choose someone that's not your partner's type, because you want to make sure they aren't trying to like cheat on you with them. But then again, like, they could discover something they like that they didn't know they liked after having a threesome, since apparently that happened with my ex. But yeah, even if you do have opposite tastes, you have to like meet each other in the middle. Like, if one partner likes big guys, one likes small guys, like, find something in between. If you like different races, ages, body types, you're just gonna have to compromise with your partner. I think both people absolutely have to approve of it, because it's like, you don't want to invite someone over and you're just not into it at all. Like, you don't want to be in a threesome and you're just like, ugh, I don't want to touch this other person at all. Like, that's how I was the first time when my ex chose the guy, but also kind of didn't really want to have a threesome. I kind of just wanted to like watch because I felt guilty for cheating. So I was just like, you know what? You can just have sex with someone else and then it helps make me feel better for cheating on you. So I would not consider that a fun encounter and I did not enjoy it at all, but that is just something that I tried and then I got over it because I was still to have a fantasy of watching my boyfriend fuck someone else, and turns out it wasn't that enjoyable. But yeah, if you are planning a threesome with your partner, have the pictures ready. If you're both trying to find a guy, make sure you're showing the other person, make sure everyone's being open and honest and upfront with each other about everything. And honesty and communication are key. But yeah, I think you do definitely need to choose a third for a threesome together. And thanks for joining me for this episode of SexxxPerTease.